Okay, 7.5. Theorem 7.5. If an altitude is drawn to the hypotenuse of a right triangle. So here's a right triangle. We draw this altitude here. It makes three triangles. You have the original triangle, and you have two smaller ones. It's very easy to do this if you just redraw all three triangles. Take them out and set them up. Kind of like what they did here. They took this little triangle here, set it here, this one, they put it here, and you have the original. Okay? But what's important is that you know what you're talking about. Are you talking about a hypotenuse? Are you talking about the shorter leg or the longer leg? That's what you need to focus on. It is hard to do that when it's all in one picture. So my advice to you, those of you who might struggle with this, is to separate all of them and draw them correctly. Meaning, if I put the short leg here, I need to move this and twist it so the short leg is on the bottom here. It makes it easier to set up the proportions. We're going to talk about geometric mean. What's the geometric mean again? How do you find it? You guys remember? Multiply the two together and take the square root, right? Mm-hmm. That applies to what we're going to do today. But the first part, let's get through some of this. When you drop an altitude down, it makes all the triangles similar. So in this, we don't need to go through everything in here. This is just saying what we have here, and that what the theorem states is if you drop the altitude, it makes the triangles similar. We need to know that for proofs. This is a similarity statement, except it separated each single one. So I drew another line to what the actual similarity statement is that you need on the next one. All right, so let me move this up. We can get through this quickly. Identifying similar triangles. So that bottom one is the similarity statement. Now I want to show you what they did here. So if we take this out, GH is the long leg of this big triangle. So GH is on the bottom. The long leg is on the bottom. For G, J, and H, this triangle, the middle triangle here, the long leg is JH. Notice that it's on the bottom here, the same as the long leg was on the bottom here. This is what I was saying at the beginning. If you're going to draw the three triangles separately, and I advise you to do that, make sure all the positions are correct. If the long leg is on the bottom here, don't put the long leg on the side here. It makes it harder to set up your proportions. If you do it the correct way, the assignment's cake. It's very easy to do the geometric mean stuff. All right? And then obviously, and then the FJG, this triangle here, the long leg is the J and the G, which is also on the bottom here. Having said that, the only reason I want to show you this is because they separated them. And I think that's a great idea. The whole purpose of this one is if it's true, then this is the similarity statement. And you need to write them in the correct order, right? So that's why it's important, again, to make sure you draw them out. It's easier to see where you're going if they're written separately. F, G, J, go down the hypotenuse, then the long leg. Down the hypotenuse, then the long leg. Hypotenuse, and the long leg. That's how I got the correct order. Nate?
By right order, do you mean like what triangles to put in order or what points? You mean points,
What
right?
letters in
Yeah,
order. They have to be in the correct order. That's important, okay? Because I can then say, well, FG is to GH as GJ is to HJ. I can use this because I put it in the correct order. I don't have to look at the picture. And you're supposed to do that anyway. It's proper to write them in the correct order. And everybody can do that, right? We've talked about order. All that's very important. Good? That's one reason why I wanted to look at this paper. All right, look to you. Everybody do the checkpoint. I want you all to write the pictures of the checkpoint with the short leg on the bottom, the long leg on the side, and the hypotenuse on the right. So I want them all written like this. Short leg on the bottom, long leg, and then the hypotenuse. So you separate the picture and the checkpoint picture. That's what I want you to do right now, and then I'll show you what I got. And write the similarity statement to it. You have the altitude. Oh, some of you that have it, sorry. You guys don't have it. Let me draw it for you. NLM. MP. NLMP.
Squares.
NLM. And this is P. So separate it. Could make this a little longer, probably. So you guys are taking notes in your paper. Separate that into the 3 triangles. And write it like this. Put the short leg on bottom just because that's what I did. So yeah, you have to think about it. Find the short legs. Write them out. I want the similarity statement. It doesn't say to write it, but I want it. Done?
Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself. Look at the big triangle first. Where's the short leg? Okay. Then draw the short leg down here on the bottom. And label it. No wait, don't label it yet. Now where's the long leg? No, that's hypotenuse. This is a right triangle here. This is hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is here. And then it goes, that's your long leg. Yep.
Yeah.